Hi everyone, I'm Jackie Rajuai, the go-to markets lead for Plascodes. Today we're going to talk about what's new with Plascodes since the summit last year. But before we delve into that, here's a quick refresher on what Plascodes are. So Plascodes are an open source digital addressing solution based on latitudes and longitudes that are built by Google, and they exist for any location, even where there are no roads, and are independent of any language. Last year, we talked about a few flagship projects in Kolkata with addressing the unaddressed, in the Navajo territory with the Rural Utah Project, in Mogadishu with the IRC, and with the Sao Paulo state. The landscape since then has grown, and we're excited to highlight more projects across multiple geographies and continents. Let's begin with the Gambia, which is in the western part of Africa. The Gambian government, in partnership with Google, is looking to use plus codes as an addressing system nationally. At this moment, they have completed addressing the capital, which is Banjul, and Kanafing, which is the commercial capital. Coming over to Kenya, which is the eastern part of Africa, the county governments of Kisumu and Vihiga have partnered with Google also to deploy plus codes, and addressing has just kicked off in Kisumu, and we're excited to see how the progress grows. Going over to the southern part of Africa, in South Africa, we have partnered with a nonprofit organization called Planact, who have adopted Plus Codes as an addressing solution for Schoon Plus, which is an informal settlement in Gauteng province. Going over to India, we are working with Shelter Associates, who are also a nonprofit, who are deploying Plus Codes as a solution in one of the informal settlements in Maharashtra state. And lastly, we have Sao Paulo state government. Last year, when we presented, we had announced a partnership where the state was intending to use plus code addresses for hundreds of thousands of rural households in the state. Since then, the state has since assigned thousands of plus code addresses to the different rural households. During the previous summit, we also mentioned tools that we were testing with some of our partners. And in this case, we were trying to pilot scaled addressing. And we're very excited that since then, this tool set is now public and is also known as Address Maker. Address Maker is a free tool that makes it significantly easier to create plus codes at scale. We originally developed it with the NGO, the address and the unaddressed. And since then, we have iterated on it with multiple different partners around the world. It includes a web console for administrators and an Android app for field operators, taking them through the entire project lifecycle, from assigning addresses, adding missing roads, installing address boards, and quality checking along the way. Now, administrators of these projects can manage their own project without Google involvement in the day-to-day activities. Address Maker is available through a trusted tester program, and we are also taking in more partners who may be interested in working with us. And now here's a video showcasing some of the projects taking place in Sub-Saharan Africa using Address Maker, after which my colleague Amanda will talk about plus codes in our maps and also in our APIs.
The traditional way of describing a place to somebody who wants to come to your house is to say, when you reach that corner, you'll see a tree.
Stop at the arch.
Because I think you should move this way.
And then when you go further, there's a woman selling bananas under another tree.
No, go back.
Come to the next junction.
Left, right.
Turn to your right, turn to your left.
Destination is on your right.
So it's a very poor way of trying to reach where you are going. It's very difficult.
The Gambia is located along the west coast of Africa. Our agenda is to use the plus code system across the country to help spur economic development and also transform the way we do businesses and the way we deliver services. Until recently, there was no addressing system in the country, and this was extremely very frustrating to know where to deliver specific goods on time with efficiency and speed. So the role that Google Plus Code will play in the Gambia cannot be overemphasized. We have finalized the implementation of the project in the capital city, Banjul, and the program has brought in great dividend.
plus codes. They are digital addresses that will simply able one to find the address even with Google and so. The importance of plus codes is really too much. The ambulance services, for example, the ambulance now can easily locate someone in Banjul, and Banjulians now can have the plus codes when they deal with e-commerce. So government is benefiting, the people are benefiting, and we are happy.
Now for me, it's not very difficult for us to maneuver around Banjul. My brother came from the US, so he came to visit me. So I gave him the Google Plus address, and he used the Google Plus address to come to my house without any disturbance, without any distractions. And also I have a delivery that they deliver to my house. That before I cannot do, because before if I have anything that comes, I have to go myself to pick it. But I am able to do it now. It makes business easy, it makes movements easy, and people should try and use it because it's very convenient.
But it should not stop in Banjul. I want to see plus codes all over the Gambia.
Kanifi Municipal Council is one of the biggest municipality in the Gambia. Almost everybody in this country do business here in KMC. The plus codes will bring a lot of improvement, especially when it comes to business. It will make your business very visible. We have a team of 52 and they are working in pairs. Each team will have a measuring device, a mobile phone with GPS. The guy with the device will use the plus code numbers. All the compounds will have numbers.
Of course, it is very difficult to find a places without address. So in terms of plus codes, you can locate a place instantly. Plus code is always helpful. Enter it in the Google map, then it will tell me direction. So I think that is very nice and then very simple to make our job easier and then quicker.
The smart city of the future must embrace technology in all aspects of life. That is why we need plus codes in a city like Kisumu, because the trail of history has shown that technology has been the biggest prime mover of changes in the world as we go, and making the problem solvable in a much faster and easier time than before.
This is going to extremely transform Africa and the Gambia. Every country can benefit from this very important technology.
Thanks, Raj. Hi, everyone. I'm Amanda, the product manager for the Plus Codes team. Now I'm going to show you some changes we've made in the last year to how you can use Plus Codes in Google products. So there are millions of places on Google Maps that have unspecific addresses. So this could be just the city name or a road name in a city, but no road number. So we've started enhancing those with the plus code that represents the pin location that we have for that particular place, as you can see in this example here. Notice the plus code is in the address, not a separate plus code field. And when a user searches for that plus code, Maps returns the place as the result. We've done this with about 22 million places so far, with lots more to come soon. This next one is an improvement to our Maps reverse geocoding API, which tries to find a place or a road name near a lat long or a spot where users drop a pin. And in the past, we'd expand our search quite far to find a road or place name, but we'd end up with one that isn't very close to the actual point. But now if we don't find something close by, we'll return the plus code for that specific spot instead, like you see here. Okay, this next one is just a minor update to the screen that users see on Android Maps after they tap the blue dot. It'll be rolling out on iOS soon as well. And in some cases, you'll need to scroll this page to see the plus code module, which sits at the bottom of the Your Location page. All right, and this is my last one that I have to show you. It's a new experiment that we're really excited about that makes it super easy to find the plus code address for your home and save it to Maps. It uses your device's current location, and it'll only return the address if the location accuracy of your device is good enough. The address gets saved in your Maps profile, and your name and identity are never shared. All right, that wraps up my updates for today. So Raj, back over to you.
Thanks, Amanda. Now, for a more in-depth look at Plus Code scaled addressing, do sign up for the social inclusion track that's taking place on the 18th of November. Thanks for joining us and enjoy the Geo for Good Summit.